Created by David Simon, the genius behind the Wire and Treme, HBO's latest offering, The Deuce, is a brilliantly gritty look at prostitution and the birth of the porn industry in 1970s New York. Sky's series, which premieres on Sky Atlantic tonight, stars Maggie Gyllenhaal as Candy, a fiercely independent sex worker, and James Franco as Times Square bar manager Vincent Martino and his twin brother Frankie. It also shows of a host of new talents, including Brit actor Gary Carr and Dominique Fishback. The Deuce, named after the slang term for 42nd Street, which was New York's red light district, will have you gripped within the first episode. Here's why. James Franco X2 will give you Liffey. A real highlight in the show is that we get to see the best of both James Francos. As Frankie, James Franco, the fun-loving comedy actor, comes out to play, but as Vincent, or Vinny as he's referred to on the show, James Franco, the charismatic Oscar-nominated star, shines through. Sky continues to swap between the two, who BTW are based on real-life men from the 70s, and while the show is filled to the brim with talented actors, you can't help but give him extra praise for it. Vincent, who becomes a bar manager in the first episode, is also the closest thing to a protagonist we're given, so it's only natural to warm to him. Oh, and to state the inevitable, he looks fit. Everything we know about This Is Us Season 2, there's a whole lot of penis involved. In true HBO style, The Deuce contains plenty of nudity, only this time we're shown more of a free-penis movement than the usual free nipple. Yep, the show is the first ever to feature a heavy scale of male full frontal nudity in HBO history. Hurrah! In fact, the first time we're shown one, it casually pops out of a telephone booth where a sex worker is pleasuring a client. In the same episode, the show's penis flashing is cleverly foreshadowed when NYU student Abby, played by Margarita Laviva from Revenge, asks Vincent if he's ever wondered what it feels like to be objectified, to which he replies, "Moral of the story, be prepared for a lot of penis." Maggie Gyllenhaal puts on a stellar performance. Maggie Gyllenhaal both producers and stars in The Deuce. Her character Candy is the older, more streetwise sex worker on the block, and unlike the others, she's a lone ranger. "Nobody makes money off my pussy but me," she tells newbie Lori. She refuses to have a pimp and instead keeps the money to provide for her young son, who lives with her mother. SKY 15 life lessons we learned from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Often, when you see a portrayal of a prostitute, you only get the element of her life at work. You don't get to see the rest of her, Maggie revealed in an interview. You do get to see her as a daughter, and a mother, and a businesswoman, I think, even in the beginning. And an artist. You see her in relation to all of those things. Prostitution is just one aspect of that. And a lover of someone who she's actually chosen, and sex is not transactional. You see all of it. It's oh so street stylish. Another standout talking point of the show has got to be the fashion. With everything from flared trousers and crop tops to turtlenecks, double denim and afro wigs, the show's costume design nails 70s street style. Anna Terrazas, the show's costume designer, has revealed that she gained inspiration from movies like Taxi Driver and The Panic in Needle Park. Sky, and the music is on point. It's hard not to notice the absolute bangers on the soundtrack for The Deuce while watching. In the first episode alone, you'll hear 70s soul classics like Johnny Taylor's Standing In for Jody and Al Green's I Can't Get Next to You, and find it hard not to bop your head to Curtis Mayfield's Move On Up, and of course, James Brown's Get Up, I Feel Like Being a Sex Machine. The Deuce premieres on Sky Atlantic tonight at 10 p.m.